The federal government took back almost $1 billion in funding from California.
And all of the festivities with the big boy and out at Promontory Summit have come to a close this week.
This is Railroad Showcase. The Canadian National Railway has been in operation for 100 years, and in celebration are starting a 16-month tour of their routes through North America. The company was formed in 1919 as an act of Parliament in Canada, when several failing railroads fell into government ownership and were all consolidated with several other railroads already owned by the government into one company. It was publicly owned until it was privatized in 1995. The celebration will travel through Canada and even dipping down into the U.S., crisscrossing the routes. The schedule can be found on their website, cn100.ca, and each stop will include events for the public and some private for the employees of the railroad. Activities will include musical performances, children's activities, safety education, and various mobile displays about the railroad.
The federal government has formally canceled almost $1 billion in funding for the California High-Speed Rail project. The president first threatened to recall the funding months ago, and this Thursday, a letter was sent to CEO Brian Kelly from the FRA announcing that it was ending the agreement to obligate $928 million to California since they had not made reasonable progress on the project. While this only adds further uncertainty to the project's future, Governor Newsom continues his plan to finish the project. He says they will get the money back and, quote, "This is California's money appropriated by Congress, and we will vigorously defend it in court."
By all accounts, Union Pacific's efforts around the Gold Spike 150th anniversary celebrations were a great success. The steam crew met its restoration deadline, and the Big Boy performed well on its trip out from Cheyenne to Ogden. At Ogden on May 9th, the 844 and the 4014 were brought together in the traditional nose-to-nose arrangement for UP's event just south of Union Station. Speeches were given, and the ceremonial tapping of the spike was performed by Sandy Dodge, descendant of General Grenville Dodge, Utah Governor Gary Herbert, Union Pacific Chairman, President and CEO Lance Fritz, Utah Congressman Rob Bishop, Margaret Yee, a descendant of a Central Pacific employee, and Scott Moore, Union Pacific Senior Vice President, Corporate Relations and Chief Administrative Officer. Bleachers and large television displays were erected. Several streets were blocked off for vendor booths and displays. The 4-day Heritage Festival attracted approximately 100,000 people. That Sunday, Big Boy and 844 started their journey back towards Cheyenne. On board were those who purchased the rather expensive fundraising tickets for the privilege of special access and of being pulled behind the Big Boy. As of this filming, the train has made it safely to Laramie and is scheduled to finish its trip to Cheyenne Sunday, May 19th. The only mishap of note happened last Thursday in Rawlins, Wyoming, when rails spread and 2 center sets of drivers of the rear engine dropped to the ties. The incident happened at a very low speed and was remedied in a few hours. All in all, Union Pacific should be very proud of a successful event. Alright guys, this next clip this week is pretty special. As you guys know, we went out to Ogden, Utah for all the festivities surrounding the 4014 and the Gold Spike event, and we got a lot of good footage, but we also got an interview with Ed Dickens, and we're really excited to share that with you. So make sure that you're subscribed or joined to our Facebook group, Railroad Showcase RPO, so you don't miss it.
See you in a couple of days. Thanks for watching. Keep your hand on the throttle and your eye on the rail.